Hey there, it's me, Camaro, and I am back for day 21 of 25 Days of Christmas DIYs. And for this one, I have made a really cute, like, boho type of wreath, and I think this piece is really transitional. It'll transition to winter decor really easily. So, hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get right into it. So to start off, I took these brass wreath rings from Dollar Tree, and they come in 3 different sizes, and I'm choosing to use the medium-sized one. And then next, I took this macrame cord from Dollar Tree as well, and I'm just starting by eyeballing it to see how long of the length that I want it to be. Once I was happy with that length, give or take, I could cut some off or, whatever. So once I was happy with the length, I'm just taking some scissors and I'm going to cut a few of those strands. I started by cutting maybe about 15 at the time, and I did end up using 24 total. So I have 24 of the same size strands that I will be using to tie onto this wreath. So once I had a bunch of those strands cut, it was time to attach them to the wreath. And I did that by taking one of my strands, folding it in half, and right where it makes a loop, I'm placing that over the ring and opening up that loop and pulling in the loose ends, like pulling the loose ends through that loop. And then I'm just making sure that the knot is really tight around that brass ring. And I just continued this all throughout the bottom part of the ring until I was happy with like the thickness and the fullness of that. In the beginning, like I said, I did cut like 15 strands, but it definitely wasn't enough. I wanted it to be like a little bit thicker at the bottom, so I did a total of 24 strands. And you guys can definitely do however many you please, what is pleasing to your eye. If 24 is way too much, maybe do 15, 10. If 24 is not enough, keep going. Just add as many as you like, until you like the look of it. So this is what it was looking like once I had all those strands on there, and I think it's starting to be so cute already. It's so adorable. I love it. So my next step was to take these wooden beads from Amazon, and I'm going to be painting them. But first I just started stringing them onto some jute, so that way I have like a nice little strand of beads, a little ring of beads, so it's easier for me to paint. So once I had that strand done, I took this gold color from Cali Art. These acrylic paints are from Amazon, and I just got to work painting these beads, just making sure to turn the bead with the paintbrush and stuff. This method kind of helps with less mess. Your fingers aren't going to be all painted and stuff. I usually do like the skewer technique where you just string the beads onto a skewer stick and paint them like that, but I did not have a skewer stick, so this is another option for you guys to be able to paint your beads without so much of a mess. And once I was done painting the beads and they had time to dry, it was time to attach them to the rope part at the bottom of that wreath. And there's really no like rhyme or reason to this process. I just knew that I didn't want them onto the same strand. I didn't want them into the same row, like the same height. I wanted one high, one low, one to the left, to the right. Like I just didn't want them to be matched up. So it's just kind of, place as you go. I started on the left side, then I moved to the right side. Now I'm in the bottom middle, you know what I mean? So just all over the place basically, but you don't want them to be super level with each other, and you don't want them like right next to each other. And this is how it looked once I was finished stringing on the beads. I really like it. It's just kind of, here and there and everywhere. And then next, I needed to trim up the bottoms of the rope. And I didn't want to do them straight across, so I decided to do it in like a V shape where it has like the point in the middle. This is so much easier if you do it like hanging up. So maybe hang it up on your wall and then trim the bottoms. It's so much easier than like having it lay flat. But yeah, I just kept doing that until I was happy with the look. It's not a super prominent V shape, but I do fix it at the end. I hung it on the wall, and that it was, cutting much better. So I totally recommend that. So next step was to glue on the beads, so that way, because some of them were falling like down after I had placed them, and I don't want them to fall off or anything like that. So I'm just taking a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to move the bead down from where it originally was, put the dab of hot glue there, and then push the bead back up, and then I'm just wiping away and removing any excess glue residue. My last step for this project was to decorate it with some greenery, so I just picked out some of the items that I liked, and I also used some faux berries and some pine cones as well, and I just started placing everything down using some hot glue. I made sure to do more emphasis like towards the left side of the wreath going up, and then like as it swooped back down to the bottom right, it's a little bit more, sparse and not as thick. And here you have it. Just a few steps and you have a beautiful Christmassy and wintry wreath. I love it. Like I said, Christmassy, but it also can transition to winter decor really, really easily. And this project was so simple and easy to do, but like it turns out so stunning and so beautiful. I really love the look of this. I'm really digging the like boho vibes and stuff lately, so I definitely want to do some more like macrame work and maybe learn how to tie different knots and stuff, because I definitely don't know how to do that, but it's been really fun to just work with the rope and stuff so far, so I can't wait to see what else I can come up with. Well guys, that is basically it for this video, but before you go, check out some of the projects that I made for the previous days. Just in case anything catches your eye, you can go back and watch those videos because so many things to choose from. I can't believe we are on day 21 already, and tomorrow's going to be day 22, 23, 24, 25. And speaking of that, really fast, I just want to apologize for posting on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I did not really think this through, like, oh yeah, I'll be posting on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Like, I did not think it through, so I really apologize for that. I think next year I'm going to start earlier, so that way I end on like maybe December 20th or something along this sort, or maybe not do 25 days of Christmas, maybe do 10 days of or something like that, Anyways, I apologize though, but I really, really appreciate you guys watching my videos and taking time out of your day, you know what I mean, to watch something that I create. Like, it really, really, really does mean a lot to me. So thank you guys for being such solid supporters, and I'm so happy to have you part of the Dying to DIY fam. So anyways, with that being said, I'm going to end that right here, and I will catch you guys tomorrow for day 22. Okay, bye!